Hi everyone, I've got PCSO David Taylor here with us, and we're going to talk about rise in knife crime in UK and the issue of youth joining gangs. So let's talk to David Taylor.
Hi, my name's David Taylor with Grimmaster Police. I've been in the job for 21 years, just turned now. I've covered a bit. I've worked in Berry Division for 9 years. I've been in Stockport for about last 10 years or so. So I've got to know ukcrime. I'll cover ukcrime, which is where I am now. Cover a large number of topics. Obviously, I'm going to try to talk about night crime, give a bit of advice best I can, etc. Tell time to spot with your children, etc. and things like that, and do the best I can and to advise you where we're up to with it as a force.
Thank you very much. It's great when we're working with police together, police and the community.
Yeah, no, it's
so
good,
that
yeah.
makes a big difference.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Yeah, it's good to get any knowledge I've got to pass on.
Yeah, that's
pass
great.
on to people,
Thank you for making it for us today.
Thank you very much.
And we're looking forward to the talk later on.
Thank you.
Good morning, thankfully, better than yesterday. So first of all, I would like to introduce housekeeping rules. As you probably are already aware, we have our toilets right at the back for ladies, and gents is through this door, and it's the next door for gents. And the ground rules are confidentiality. Whatever we discuss here should remain here, and we will build a safe, trusting environment. And we respect listening each other and understand each other as we're all different. And another rule is that one person at a time, when it comes to Q&A session. So please don't talk over each other, one question at a time, listen to the answer, and then the next person, take turns. And so today's topic is rise in knife crime. So first of all, thanks to PCSO David Taylor for being with us from a very busy, tight schedule. He's made it. I've got some figures of knife crime. Sorry. Excuse my speech, I'm wearing a liner, so it's a bit difficult now. So in the year ending March 2024, the total incidents in UK of knife crimes were 50,510. The number of knife-related offences in England and Wales rose to 49,489 in 2023 from 46,153, and that's not the whole UK, this is England and Wales. This does not include Ireland or Scotland. Whereas pre-pandemic, this figure was 51,206 in 2019. So that's reduced by 3%, but now it's back on the rise again. But on top of that, there have been 20% increase in the robberies involving knife. And so usually the youth aged from 12 to 25 years old, young people, they carry knives, they tend to carry knives. The overall number of knife and offensive weapon offences formally dealt with by the CGS, Criminal Justice System, over last year ending 2024 was 18,574. These were the cases which were concluded by criminal justice, by the courts. And in 2022 to 23, 112 incidents of murders happened in London and in Northwest, including Manchester. 79 murders cases have been reported. So just for Manchester and Northwest, 79 murder cases with stabbing have been reported in last year. So let's listen to Dave. So what Dave says about that and how police can help the community. We actually want to, why we've got this event set up. We want to work together. We want to build trust with the police, and we want to build a close connection with the police and the community. So over to Dave.
Yeah, I've worked for Grimmaster Police now for 21 years. I think, it's just gone when I first started. We've got a bit of night crime, but very little. It was more like fighting, people got caught in fights, more like fighting with fists and that, or bats and things. But probably the last 7-8 years, night crimes, it's gone through the roof basically, really. A lot of jobs I've been to, my colleagues, like you just mentioned, a lot of robberies. You've probably all got children and grandchildren, etc. I think there was a job a few weeks ago in Brookwood Park, if you're Brookwood Park, and Cheadle, the big park, and just off Terse Road, big park. I think like typical job, Sunday afternoon, kids are playing on the bikes and that, nice bikes. Lads come over, some might be on e-bikes, the electric bikes, or they could be on mountain bikes, balaclavas, just see like the eyes, all in black clothing. When you stand at a mile up to no good. So they went over to these lads, give me a bike, I want your bike, I don't want to hurt you, but if you don't give me your bikes, I've got a knife on me and I will cut you. So I've been into that many different schools recently. I work with a guy called Dennis Bray from Stockport, Kent, so we're going to schools all from Stockport, and we do like a session with kids for about an hour about what to do if they come across these sort of people. And I've always said to the people that sometimes, well last year I've got this bike for Christmas and stuff, and I'm going to get like, mum and dad are going to tell me. I said, well, at the end of the day, like if you're going to get confronted with someone like you can't see his face and that, he wants your bike, I'll probably say like, just give him the bike. At the end of the day, you're going to go up from school at the end of the day, you're alive. Because if you like, if you have, I don't know, if you refuse, then they get a bit agitated, they might pull the knife out, it could like leach out, lean out and that. I've had like sometimes they've lunged a knife at a lad, just caught his hands and things. So I'll probably say like it is, iPhones, Samsungs, Android phones. And I always say to them, it sounds wrong, but give them what you want, we can trace them at a later date. Going on from that now, like a lot what police do now, we're going in groups at night now, like especially in town centres, Stockport town centres, where they hang out. You might see like at McDonald's, places where they hang out in groups. Any sort of like, if there's been sort of like maybe more than 3 or 4 people together in dark clothing, look suspicious, the police will like, we call like turn them over, we'll stop checking what we got on you, search them and that, because sometimes 9 out of 10 these guys will probably be carrying knives, more than likely. So we started doing that, just doing stop checks on them. So that's like cut down quite a lot. And I think last week we did like an amnesty at Cheadle police station, Cheadle Heath, where you can just like anybody who's got knives on them can go in, put it in a box with a bag or something safely, go and hand it in, no comebacks. It's just like getting knives off the streets. And I think I went down last week and was like boxes and boxes full of blades and knives, you believe it. A lot of knives, yeah. And I speak to the parents as well, like, because they tell time sales with kids and that. You know, they go to the big schools, like the grammar school, they get into their own crowd and that. And, you know, like, your kid starts getting like, can I put it, not himself, gets a bit withdrawn, a bit quiet and that, or he gets roped in by some gang members, which it happens. They sort of like suck you in and, oh, I'll look after you and that, and I'll get you some nice trainers and all, you know, like, stuff like that. Like if it's your son or my granddaughter or grandson, I'd be able to say like, well, you know, what's wrong, you're not yourself and that, and anything happened at school, you know, I've a talk to them and that. Sometimes they'll spill the beans and that, in your confidentiality, just get groomed into like becoming like gang members, joining these gangs on bikes and going out committing like robberies. So there's that side of it with the youths getting like the bikes taken off them. I'd probably say for yourselves, as like citizens now, the chances of you guys getting like attacked with a knife is probably like quite remote. I'd probably say like maybe you've been in town centre shopping at Christmas, you might try and get someone like your bag, snatch your bag, things like that. But regarding like knife crime's always like for like robberies, drug related things, drug gangs, drug warfare. You get a lot of like, I mean, it's like, I think the fact that it's moving, there's like some associates in Hill Green, they're gang members all over Manchester, and that's like when people owe money, big money to people, they'll come round with knives and that and threaten them and stuff like that with bats and that, and if they owe money, debt money, drug money. So there's that side of the knife crime as well. And then obviously you got things like burglaries. It don't happen very often, but I've known a couple over the years in Hill Green where like they've sneaked in, because all they want to do, they want to get in and out of your house without while you're still sleeping. But sometimes if you wake up, confront them, so they do normally carry knives, they probably carry a knife, threaten you, look, I don't need trouble, I just want your car keys, I want your car. my advice again with that is you're insured, probably insured and that. Just said, there's my keys, just don't want any harm, no trouble. Put the knives away, take my car and just get out of my house. And then I can be all sorted out later on that. Probably insurance and everything. A lot of people have got ring.com bells now, ring CCTV, so we can get a lot of things back off, that sort of things. That makes sense. Have you got any grandchildren and stuff, and children, young children? Yeah. Probably have, yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of gang members, I'll probably say probably split, probably 50-50, probably 50 Asian. You do get a lot of whites, obviously get a lot of Asian gang members as well. Probably 50-50 divide really. Because a lot of people because I've done it for like 20 years, they always, it's always Asians, but they're not. It's just like how the public perceive it, the news and that, which I've always disagreed with, but yeah, but it's probably more like 50-50 really, if I'm honest. That's what I say. Yeah, I mean I don't carry anything, I've not got anything on me to protect me, I've just got my mouth, so if anything comes up to me, I'll just do my best, talk them down, like pull a knife on me. Obviously I've done like self-defence classes, just keep personal space, try and look at working, like if you get confronted, like thinking like where you are, like in a park here, think like alleyways where you can get away and that, get out of the situation. But no, touch wood, I've never actually, not ever pulled a knife on me in 21 years, so I must be doing
You've been lucky.
the job alright, yeah. Anybody got any questions or any problems or?
What is being done to prevent this happening? Obviously, people need educating, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why we go into school. We go into schools now because I do a talk with Dennis Brown. He's called Dennis Brown. He speaks to like kids and it's like role plays with kids in the parks and things. And so he goes to every school in Stockport. So he talks to all the kids about knife crime, how it's on the increase, the penalties if you get caught with a knife. It's an offensive weapon. Because a lot of people carry. I think like 65% of people carry knives. It's always for your own protection.
Yeah.
That's the cop out. I'm protecting myself.
Yeah.
Where are they getting these knives from?
Sometimes you can get from like shops, which we always like clamp down on. But you like we say, like you've got the kitchen knives, things like that. You can pull up any knife. Or you could just like little shops. Like there's quite a lot in like long side parts. I mentioned like you go in these shops and that and get blade articles, which are legal to sell. Like you've been on the vape shops and that and stuff like that. But obviously, we always act on intel, so intelligence. So if anybody knows any little shops that you think they could be like selling stuff that's illegal, you can like ring up 101 or email the police, and then we'll get warrants, get the training standards go down, and like turn the shops over. There's a shop in Hill Green on Greenway. They were selling like illegal vapes, not illegal vapes, and like they just call them like the grinders. Not selling like drugs, but like the grinders and that. So we got the training standards, and we went and like raided the shop and that, and they got shut down for a bit. I think it's reopened again now. But so we need to like information off yourselves. Because obviously, if we don't know what's going on, then we can't do anything about it. So we like people like yourselves and that. Anything you want to report, you can do it anonymously. We don't have to give you names or anything. You report anything anonymously. Or you know anybody that's carrying knives or any house that looks suspicious. They think they could belong like a gang culture type of thing. Like I think there's one address in Hill Green. I think they've moved out now. A neighbour phoned in and said like, it's a rented accommodation. I see cars pulling up day and night. Black Mercedes, BMWs pulling up at all different hours and that, going in, going out. So it's like it's not normal everyday behaviour, is it? So anyway, we've raided it, and then like there's a cannabis farm in it, then a load of weapons in it. Like some handguns and things like that. So obviously it's like gang related stuff. And like a big pack of like the massive put over baseball bats, brand new baseball bats in sleeves still. So it's obviously like gang related stuff.
Yeah, drugs and
drugs
related,
drug related stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So like organised crime.
Sorry, what's the licensing like about purchase of knives?
I think if you get caught with a knife, it's quite stiff actually. If you get caught with a knife, in possession of a knife, you could serve up to, I think it's up to 3 years. It's quite serious, yeah. I talk to these kids in schools quite regular, and I said, my colleague always like relays the message to them. Like if you like get caught up in something with the guy, lad's got a knife, and you're with him, and he stabs somebody, and that group, they could be innocent with him, but they're with him, and they know what's happened. They're liable as well. They'll get sentenced as well. I think one instance, a lad got stabbed. I think it was like a range, and they pulled up in a car, stabbed this lad, got out, stabbed this lad. The driver just sat there waited, didn't do anything. He just sat there waited. Got back in the car, then he drove off. And I think the lad who did the stabbing got 13 years, and the driver got 10 years because he obviously knew what was going on, and he waited with the vehicle.
Conspiracy.
So it's like a getaway driver. So anyone in that group, they all got a sentence. It's not just the guy that does the knifing; it's the ones that are in the group, that are with him, that know what he's going to do. They're like being like an accessory, like a little team, if you will, and they all get like really big sentences. Knife crime's really.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Knife crime's really big sentences.
Yeah. So I work in Manchester Airport as an aviation security officer. I work in Manchester Airport as an aviation security officer.
Right.
So I come across with knives a lot.
Yeah.
You know? So basically, used to be people who go into Ireland, they used to carry a lock knife.
Yeah.
And lock knife wasn't allowed, and we used to call the police, and they can just. But I think that is a bit ease off now.
Yeah, I think it actually a lot of knives. Yeah.
So it used to be lock knife was a big thing for us as well.
Yeah.
But now, like, you know, loads of people still come, and I do find loads of knives. Some people, they come like, you know, innocent, like, you know, they're innocent.
Yeah.
Like I have, like, you know, loads of time Chinese people.
Yeah.
They come with a knife in their bag.
Yeah.
Why are you taking your knife for? Oh, I'm gonna have apple on the plane. So
Yeah.
he keep the knife
Keep the
to
knife.
peel his apple.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so things like
You
that.
get some on the plane, couldn't you?
Exactly. But then again, loads of people, they will come with the knife set
Yeah.
in a hand luggage. And
Also, I've just bought
they're-
this set as a gift, or
yeah. So they're not allowed to take obviously
No.
anything sharp. But then again, loads of people will come with the, like, you know, that set of tools,
Yeah. Oh, like a multi-tool. Yeah. I know what you-
multi-tools, and they have a knife in that.
Yeah, that's
So
a knife in it. Yeah.
if that knife is 3 centimeter, 20 centimeter or something like that, then it's allowed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not allowed.
That's it's 3
Anything like-
centimeters, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
call them multi-tools, don't they? Yeah.
Multi-tools,
Yeah.
yeah. And then loads of people come with that ninja card with a knife in it.
Ah, yeah.
And that tool thingy. So, I mean, these kind of things, we can stop them
Yeah.
to go on board.
Yeah.
Like, you know. But then again, loads of people, like, you know, have different ways to take in these kind of things.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, if I come across with any kind of knife,
Yeah.
I just
Oh yeah, you
Throw it
take
in
it
the
off him,
bin.
yeah, absolutely.
Take it off
yeah.
him, yeah.
I think we have like a briefing every morning. I think I was on a briefing yesterday.
yeah.
I mean, I was astonished myself, like, because these people get arrested out, burglars and that, and it's like, you know, like, you get like a wristband like that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you open it out,
Yeah,
and when
yeah.
it clicks in,
Yeah.
it's got like a little blade at the end of it.
It is, yes.
Yeah, so you straight out, you can like straight out, and you can like cause a lot of damage with that.
Yeah. I sold a pen knife and like, you know,
yeah.
loads of different type of knives.
Obviously,
and-
get off the black market with things
Yeah,
and that. So obviously, everybody gets arrested now that wears things like that.
Yeah.
We'll check him. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I meant, that there should be a license. Oh no, there is a license for, like you said, 3 centimeter.
But they're cheap
3
as well.
centimeters. Yeah.
Because I come across with a knuckle duster only last week. And I said, where did you get it from? Oh, it's very easy. It's only £5 online or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can get it, honestly, on eBay.
Yeah.
Where did you get it from? On eBay. So
On
people
eBay,
are
yeah.
selling stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be selling these kind of things.
No.
But
Like the police, they'll pass on to like trading standards now. They try and
Yeah.
get these places shut down, and
yeah.
especially online, you can get anything. Can't you? It's just like
yeah.
it's just like a minefield. Online, it's just like anything you want, you can probably get, can't you?
So what are the factors? Why do you think that why youth is getting involved into
Youth?
knife crime? Yeah.
I probably say a lot of the time it's probably like they probably get somebody a bit higher up that's like the top dog, and I can pay you like a bit of a wage and that, and you know what I mean. Well, it starts off like small stuff like that, like taking bikes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or go and get me a couple of bikes and a couple of cones, and I'll sell them on,
Yeah.
and then they'll give me like a few quid or something, and
Yeah.
or buy some new trainers and that, and you know, like
Right.
they're
Yeah,
dead
they
smart.
get-
That's
So
how it
it's more
starts.
like poverty because they need something in return. You know?
Yeah.
And fun as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun as well. Yeah.
It always sort of starts
Yeah.
like that, wouldn't you? With these
Yeah.
gang members, they always start like small stuff, like just go in a park and get me some whatever you can buy nice bikes and that. And look for the like cube makes and the expensive makes. You know, they're going to get some bikes like a couple of grand, even more, 2-3 grand each. E-bikes,
Yeah.
they're a big target. E-bikes, they can sell them on phones. They can source.
I know.
And then obviously once they start doing that, they get good at doing that. Well, it's like sends off. It's like a job they're doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once they get better at that.
Yeah.
They'll say, right, oh yeah, I've got this little package here or something. Then it starts onto the drugs then it gets higher and higher. And a lot of the cars would get stolen in Stockport, probably over GMP now. A lot of these cars that get stolen are almost stolen by kids between probably even 12 and 12 and 16.
Yes. Yeah.
They'll say, right, we'll go and do the research, we'll drive round.
I know.
The boss and that, mark the cars down, oh there's a Mercedes X on this drive, there's that on that drive.
I know.
Like a shopping list.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, right, try and get this and get that and get that.
Yeah.
And I think, if I remember rightly, I think some of these kids will get like 100 quid a car, 200 quid, 150 quid, 200, between 100 and 200 quid a car, if they get them.
Can I add something? Sometimes it's criminal mind, mental health, or poverty, or anything. But what my knowledge and like I got experience is only to get fame. Like when they become 10 year, 11 year, they want to show like I'm very strong.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So it's more with the school involvement and the parents. Like you can prove yourself in the different ways as well. Even my own child, I have that issue as well.
Do you? Yeah.
So he left once with the salt,
Right.
and it was a big incident. And the police, when they ask him why you carry the salt, I can put someone's eye if they come close to me.
Yeah. Wow.
So where he get that from the media? Because he want to prove himself. He got autism, so like I start working with that. So that's why I get more involved with the youth. So basically all that over the 10 years they want to prove themselves. I'm a gangster or I'm very strong.
Oh yes, that's like a status,
for reputation as well.
Yeah. A lot of the gang like a status, isn't it? Like I'm like the big gangster in that, and like.
And if
You
you
know, all the
see
designer
their
clothes
body
and stuff,
language, they like the way
yeah.
they talk and
Because some of these like they start as kids and that will move up the ranks and that, and then look like a big drug dealer in Manchester, like the big BMW and that, and then they'll start taking kids on again. That it's like a going in circles. You know what I mean? It's horrible.
And it's not only knife, it's what you call machete, the stick that they use that as well. All the kids they carry that like wherever. So it's
like a bat.
like a bat. वो जो नहीं होती जिससे वो तलवार सी sword सी जैसे.
Oh
Like a small sword.
Like a small sword. Yeah. Even like samurai swords now. You see like like a big sword. Like you think like. Yeah, I saw footage one the other week like this in a shopping centre, and they just pulled this blade out. It was like that long. And waving around in the shopping centre, and it's like I say from GMP's point of view, we are getting on top of that because it's that big. You know, the force about to do something about it. So like a lot of these shops are getting closed down now, and selling illegal knives and things. And
I think parents need to keep an eye on the children what
the
they're up to. But then again, sometimes children don't listen to their parents, do they?
No, they don't. They think no, they
That's
don't.
what is happening.
Yeah.
Is there no training for parents, or like you do when you go to schools and you teach your children how to do it? Is there nothing for parents?
GMP not going to finish such, but we could talk to parents and advise them. Like tell time and say serious stuff. Because things like that can like shut the schools down all day while they go in and get like the bomb squad in and rip the schools to pieces and such shit. Just for some like.
I think they'd like to
text messages.
They'd like to get fame as well, isn't it? To get
fame.
Look, some kids think it's just a bit of a joke, you know what I mean? But it's like
that gives them some kind
the
of
consequences are
satisfaction.
massive.
They're creating the chaos.
all this chaos.
Attention.
It's for attention.
Attention.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You're only joking.
Yeah, like a day of
It's
school.
not
They
a joke,
shut the school down. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like drugs are massive in schools and that, but what they're starting to do now, like go in and do like drug sweeps now and search all the lockers and that. And I've known some like schools they get the dogs in.
I think the other thing could be the bullying as well in schools.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That
massively.
can
Yeah.
make them
Bullying, yeah.
protect,
Yes,
to protect themselves.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullying going
That's
on.
true.
A lot of bullying, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
bullying, yeah.
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 And I was seeing somewhere in the news, a child, a school boy, he actually committed suicide because of bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard that.
That's
story.
right, yeah. Suicide now is like massive. With the police force now, young people
Shocking, honestly.
killing themselves.
So what's the police playing a role to stop these crimes?
Obviously, like for
That's
like,
what I was going to
Because
ask.
they comes when it's happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, obviously, like for mental health and like like kids, I probably say like it needs to like be nips in the bud early on at school and that, and picked up on and that. And I mean, I've done this job for years. I can always tell when somebody's like not themselves or. They think like, what's wrong with you? And that, like, it's like his colleagues and that, 'cause like with GMP now, because some of the shifts they do. I mean, I live at part time, the job I've done years after it. But a lot of cops that were like 24/7 shifts and that, a lot of them go for stress,
Yeah.
mental health issues, because it's just the job.
And
There's a job to go to, the things they see. It affects everybody, doesn't it? Even us.
Yeah.
So like we like to now, like if I know like my colleagues, I know them really well. I won't think one like, oh God, what's wrong with him? I said, what's wrong with you? He's a bit quiet today. He said, oh, I'm not so good. I said, come on, what is it? And then like normally they'll open up. You know what I mean? But I think more for men, it's like the man thing into it. Men don't speak
no.
about the problems that women do. Men are like, oh, I'm alright, I'll be alright. Yeah, been to a couple of rough jobs and stuff, and been to a couple of stabbings and that, and I'll be alright. And then there's clamp and don't speak. Both each other.
Yeah.
But some of the jobs we go to, they're not very nice.
So what schools are doing to prevent this?
What knife crime?
Yeah.
What they started doing now at some schools. I mean, I think every school should do it now, especially the high schools. When I worked on the Berry division, they used to have like a wand. You get like a couple of kids getting caught with knives in school. They'd wand them down when they went in. They come through the main door in the morning through a big arch,
Protected.
and there's like sat them down, such them.
I never
So if you get this
heard
sort of,
about that yet.
Have you not
I
yet?
don't know in Trafford is okay.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they do what they do in Prestwich. Yeah, it's a college in Prestwich. I think they had a problem with knives, in there, and I think they still do it to this day today.
Yeah.
But I think all schools, I'm not sure what the rules are, but like Kingsway School, there's like 3 campuses on there. I know for a fact that I think knives have been found in there. I mean, if I was head teacher, I'd be like saying, Luke, it doesn't take, just get them, it's all time in that in the morning, but just wand them down as they go sometimes they go into classrooms, they wand them down in Prestwich, go into each classroom, search the bags and that, so that's a good deterrent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to be searched when you're coming into school,
Yeah.
then you wouldn't probably bring it in, would you?
Can I just, sorry, when did you say they are being searched when they're coming to school?
Yeah,
And is that like everyday thing sort of thing?
Yeah, every morning.
Yeah,
And
every
then
morning, yeah.
Are they
yeah.
searched,
Yeah, this like a long. Yeah, it's
Don't
like
they have like some kind of detector instead of?
yeah, it's like a long one. Yeah, it's like
Oh
a
yes, that's one. I've seen
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like a one like when you go into the airport.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one.
You just like do it up and down in your legs, under your arms,
Yeah.
and
But
that.
that will be very
Yeah.
time consuming if there are a lot of students.
That's the issue. That's the issue. Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah,
Maybe they should just have one of those things that they
Yeah.
just walk through and then.
Yeah.
Metal detector.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's all down to money at the end of it.
I was just like, you took the technical
Police
notes.
consumer.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of it's like all costumes and that.
No,
But,
but they
but yeah,
don't
you
have
can get these big
people,
arches. You just
like
walk through like
teachers,
doing an airport, don't you?
security
Yeah.
looking.
And anything goes off, they can just pick the ones out that pick it up, rather than searching every single kid. But obviously we're powerless to like,
Drugs.
it's down to the schools and the funding to get into, unfortunately. Knives go into a lot. There are a few schools, but it's not a massive, not every school, by a long shot. Because it's not that sort of area.
I think it's a bit scary to send your children to a secondary school, to be honest.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose them, haven't you? I mean, like Bramall High is a good school.
Yeah.
Kingsway, it's a good school, but
It used to be a very good school. My
Yeah.
old boys went.
yeah, yeah.
But I've noticed now when I
We do get issues at Kingsway from time
Quite
to
rough,
time, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Chido Umai, that's okay, that's a good school. Yeah, that's what that I would like over this side. Is I
I
don't
think
know.
the private schools are better in dealing
Yeah,
with.
primary school very hardly.
Yeah, primary
mean-
schools are good.
I
Yeah,
mean the private schools.
private schools.
Are they the same or?
Obviously.
I probably say much the same. To be honest with you, yeah, yeah.
Same issues.
Okay.
Maybe more issues.
They have, yeah, private school have even we have a Muslim schools as well.
Yeah.
So I was trying to go there, but luckily the Senko was quite nice. She said you're going to spend a lot of money, and believe me, it's a similar.
Yeah.
It's a person to person. If your son is vulnerable,
Yeah.
he will find the things there.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
better
yeah,
wherever
yeah,
he is,
yeah.
but not the mainstream. The people sometimes don't accept their mental health as well, so they hide. And if somebody is suffering from the mental health, of course he will adopt the negative
Yeah.
things, and he will get on with because he's vulnerable, difficult to make a friends.
Yeah.
So he will hang around with the rough people. So it's I think the parents, they understand their mental health
Yeah.
because they are more vulnerable. Soon they turn to teen, they get like the knife crimes, drugs,
Yeah.
and they go
Yeah.
that side. So
Yeah.
mainstream is not
No,
safe
private
place
schools. Yeah,
for
private schools
them.
don't always work. I mean, I think that we're back a few weeks ago now. Like I think it was a job in Bramhall. I think this kid went to a private school and that, and his parents are like good jobs and doctors and that,
Yeah.
and this lad's carrying a knife. So it doesn't like it's the same. Even they come like from a rougher family, or
It's a big
still the same.
famous incident in Altrincham.
Yes.
The Manchester grammar kids,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the friends, one was killed.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
But you can't choose who your kids mix with, can you? At the end of the day, whether you've got like
So yeah.
if you're in a private school and you got loads of money and you're a rich family, or you're like a poor family with nothing, you can't. Once your kids go through the door, you can't control who they're going to mix with, can you?
So financial status has got no role in it.
Pardon?
Financial status hasn't got any role in it.
No, no.
You can't distinguish.
No. I mean, like, even like rich kids from rich families and that have
Yes.
been caught with knives and stuff. And
Yeah, because they think there's a power in their head anyway.
yeah,
So they think they can do anything.
yeah.
Like,
I can't get away with it because my dad's rich and
Yes.
stuff, and
Yes.
he'll get me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I think, like, as a suggestion, in schools, they should have a class, like, maybe once a week, like, about the knife crime and
Yeah.
this and that.
Yeah.
So at least, like, children should be aware,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what's the consequences
Okay,
they can pay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If they
Yeah.
So I think if they can prepare the kids mentally.
Well, that's right. Yeah. What are the consequences of what happens if you get caught carrying a knife? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dennis Brenner's been doing it for about 5 years now.
Yeah.
He goes to every school in Stockport
Yeah.
and he does like a talk for about an hour.
Yes.
He'll go into school for like a week
Yeah.
and he'll do like 5 or 6 sessions a day, an hour at a time, different classes,
Yeah.
different ages.
Yeah.
And it's the same. He does the same spiel all. It's about an hour long.
Yeah.
Like video clips of people being stabbed and stuff,
Yeah.
and consequences of it and that. And
Yeah.
it's really good. Yeah, it's really good for kids and that.
Yeah.
Right.
I think schools should introduce more youth clubs.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Free music lessons.
After school
and
stuff
art
and that, yeah.
classes or,
Yeah.
sports.
Yes.
More activities they should introduce so
Yes,
that
definitely.
children can get involved
Yeah.
and they can spend their afternoon or evening after school in
Yeah,
those
yeah.
activities, healthy activities.
Yeah, 'cause I suppose there's not as much after clubs these days.
Exactly,
There's
not
not
much,
there
yeah.
used to be.
Yeah.
Not as many, is there?
It's because of the funding.
Absolutely, it's all
Yeah.
funding again. It's all everything comes down to money, unfortunately, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, like after school things are good for kids and get them to do different things after school and.
So what's the process? What happens when you get a phone call from a school of about such incident has happened? What do you do then?
If it's like somebody get with a kid with a knife or something,
Yeah.
or,
An
yeah.
incident, yes, what do you do?
If what will happen? A teacher probably phone up the 101. If it's like obviously 999, if there's a fight going on or something, or
Yeah.
he's pulled it out. But if it's like being reported he's got a knife in his locker, they'll ring us. We'll go down to the school, get this kid out of his class, drag him out of his class, get him in the staff room, get the teachers with him, have a chat with him, get his parents in. Why are you carrying this? You can carry a sentence up to like 3 to 5 years because you're carrying an offensive weapon.
Yeah.
You're bringing it into school. So you try and get to the bottom of why he's carrying this knife. The 9 out of 10 the police say, oh, it's for protection. That's what they always say.
Yeah.
Because as a normal procedure, most of the minors they are released.
Yeah.
So they have that peace of mind, or they can take a risk, we will be out soon. So
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Which age, when
So
you're saying
sentencing.
3-year sentence, which age? Because children, I think they don't get.
Well, they go to like youth detention centres first and that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're under 16, then you have that. Yeah.
Yeah, they put
Still
them-
get put. Yeah, they still go like a detention centre. which is like obviously confined, away from the parents' house and stuff, and the County Bladed article. Yeah. Quite knife crime's quite serious, it's quite
Yes.
strict.
Yeah.
Strict penalties for it, prison sentences, yeah. Yeah.
I think that was last year. This girl, Farzana, she was stabbed on the street. She was coming back from a party like 4 a.m. and she was followed by someone and she was stabbed.
Yeah.
And she was killed right there and then. And she had nothing to do with that man. He was just a total stranger because he was just crazy.
Yeah, just wrong time, wrong place.
Yeah, it was a big incident.
Mm.
And then this with the samurai knife
Yeah.
sword. There was this incident down south somewhere. Was it Northampton?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
Northampton?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
he was like going crazy and attacking many people and he killed some as well.
Yeah, just having a bit of a knife and it's obviously like, yeah. Oh, that's all like mental health issues, isn't it? And yeah, it's awful, yeah. But like from the force, I can assure you guys, we're doing what we can to try and tackle them off the street, do amnesties and that, bring them into the station, more people out on patrol and that now. We're calling that hotspot areas where kids gather at night in groups. It's looking a bit like anything sort of like in groups of sort of 5 or more, what you're doing, where you're going, to search them. You know, so we do what we can and that, try and get these knives off the streets and that. We do
So roughly how many cases in a month, these stabbing cases in a month or in a year?
In Stockport?
Yeah.
I'd probably say no more than 5 or 6, but it's not massive. You probably get between 5 and 10 maybe, where you might get them pulled up carrying a knife, or an incident where somebody's been like stabbed or cut, not life threatening.
Would they get any punishment after when they found guilty or they is?
Well, what the police will
aim is
the police will like
uh,
arrest him. It goes to
to
court.
stabbing,
Yeah,
yeah.
they'll get arrested, etc. The crime will go in for like stabbing or carrying an offensive weapon. Then it goes like through to the CPS, so then it's up to the courts then to decide on what the penalty will be. Crime Prosecution Service. So once it goes to that point, it's like police are like no involved. It's just out of our
Or
hands.
sometimes just community service.
Yeah, it could be
That's
community service or yeah.
That's easy, yeah.
If he's got autism or he's got issues, mental health issues, they'll try and help him out. If it's a one-off, try and help him out, get him on the right path again, get him like to a team of specialists and I'll speak to him and try and sort his head out sort of thing, if that makes sense.
You know, you said about
Mental
going to the
health issues with
hotspot areas.
Yeah.
Is that where they get together and
Yeah, like obviously we won't tell you like we drive around all night, so we pick up where these kids will be because we like sometimes I'll drive through Stockport town centre, I might see like a load in the subway, always outside McDonald's, sometimes on parks in the summer in groups, so we know where they sort of hang out at night, where they gather. You know, I can tell with the clothing, thinking like they're cycling around Gatley because of the
They're
burglaries.
wearing full black clothes
Yeah.
with the hoodies on,
yeah.
on the bike, in the lanes.
Yeah.
Hill lanes,
And
all
electric
that.
scooters as well.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
And,
So you do get cops doing that sort of thing, yeah. This like a lot of playing cars because a lot of people like said to me, I don't see police anymore. But a lot of the time, this time of year, they're doing playing cars. They'll probably have like one of the body armour on, like with a hoodie on over the top,
Yeah.
with the earpiece in. You probably see the radio light up.
Yeah.
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 They're dressed up exactly like it.
They'll just drive around at night all over the place, just looking for people.
There are some leaflets here for you to take.
Yeah, these here. That's off our website. This is like the latest information about knife crime and what we do to tackle it. So I printed a lot of these off. And these are just general leaflets. The dark night's going about burglaries and all I've one of these if you want to have a read. This is like focused on serious violence and knife crime. I'll leave them there. Any more questions or?
Any more
Don't
questions?
you think if the police is waiting outside the school, like once a week, and you can see the body language of the children, and they be aware of it, yes, we will be checked, you know. So
Oh, yeah, like
possibility
example,
for the
yeah.
police, you know, or like these quiet areas you mentioned in the co-op, behind the co-op, you know, because it was incident with me. I was taking the money out from the machine,
Cash machine.
and somebody just snatched from backside.
Yeah, from
Just snatched the money and went away, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, if it's police standing there, obviously they get scared of when they see the police.
Oh yeah,
cars,
yeah.
you
Like
know.
this time you obviously we do like cash points.
Yeah.
We do like monitor those. Well, it's like I always advise like if you're going to getting cash, it makes make sure it's during the day. Make sure there's like a few people around you rather than being on your own, like in a quiet one. Like the Morrison's one here on is it Outwood Road here? That's quiet at night, very dark. I won't probably get cash at there at night.
He was just next to the Tesco, you know. It's very busy.
Oh, Finney Lane here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's busy. Yeah.
It was happened there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, 'cause it's so quick. Yeah.
I think it was about 5 o'clock.
You mentioned about
Not
John
now,
Lewis as
about
well, Ram.
John Lewis. Yeah.
John Lewis is very dangerous place these days now.
Is it?
Yeah.
So make sure you just carry your bag safely when you're
Yeah.
around
Because
this
that
time.
side is quiet. Isn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Accidents can happen.
Yeah.
Bag snatching.
Bag snatching. Yeah.
I think there are groups like the police is aware of that. Sometime we get, if you are on the GMB
Yeah.
page, they let you know, they warn you there are groups
yeah.
in your area, so be
Like in
extra
town centres, you
vigilant.
get like these lads on bikes giving the balaclavas on, because
Yeah.
everyone's on the phone these days in town centres. Just walking through, everybody's like on the phone. The bike would just come flying past,
Yeah.
grab it, 2 seconds and they're gone. And your phone's on. So, well, as if in a public place, I know it's keep your phone away. Snatching that quick. Unbelievable. Anybody else?
Anybody else? Any question?
And can I just ask you, I know it's got nothing to do with the knife crime. You know this vape thing that's becoming so popular.
Yeah, it's massive.
Is there nicotine in it, or is it just?
I believe there's not, but I believe there's not, but it's so they all tested properly. It's hard to say, but I believe there's no nicotine.
Chemicals.
Oh, very chemicals.
Chemicals. That's really bad for you.
But that's even worse than
It's
smoke.
worse.
Is it?
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
are they allowed? I mean, they have done so much to prevent the smoking. Like it's not allowed here and there, and they have to keep them behind in the supermarket.
Oh yeah.
So why are these being allowed? Why are things being done?
Again, I can't answer that really. It's just because it's like a lot of these vapes are illegal.
Illegal.
Obviously. Yeah, a lot of the vapes. Some of these vapes are illegal.
So some are legal and some are not.
Some are legal and some are not. Yeah. I watched a programme the other day on about. I think it was like Billy Bingham, one of the ex-special forces guys who went with a group of cops in London. And I mean, there's sort of on the packets. You can discriminate which ones are like legal, which ones are not legal. And the counterfeit vapes, it's like counterfeit clothing. You can counterfeit vapes. That's massive. That illegal vapes, but obviously that gets all dealt with by people above us. You know, like copyrights and that, which ones are legal, which ones are not legal.
Thank you so much.
No problem
Thank
at all.
you so much. Thank you. Round of applause today.